Under the vast North Dakota sky, farmland basks in the deceptive glow of a peaceful day. In 1983, an old man, Dan O'Grady, his eyes betraying fear, clutches a heavy chest. He kneels by an ancient tree, the earth yielding to his desperate task. Gold coins gleam for a fleeting moment before disappearing into the dark earth. Paranoia grips him as he casts fearful glances, suspecting unseen eyes. The secret now buried, Dan O'Grady retreats, leaving behind a silent promise of danger and hidden riches. Sunlight bathes O'Grady's farmhouse as Dan recounts a tale of leprechauns and stolen gold to his wife. He produces a small pouch, revealing a handful of gleaming gold coins, the recovered treasure. A guttural growl shatters the tranquility, chilling the air with an ominous presence. The leprechaun appears, small but menacing, his eyes burning with rage. Across the sweeping farmland of North Dakota, a desperate chase unfolds as Dan slams the leprechaun against a weathered crate. Trembling, Dan secures the lock with the four-leaf clover. A triumphant grin lights Dan's face as he douses the crate with gasoline, preparing to obliterate his tormentor. He sets the crate ablaze, watching with heaving chest as the flames hungrily consume the wood. A sinister laugh fills the air, shattering Dan's momentary victory and filling him with stark terror. Dan clutches his chest, collapsing onto the scorched earth as darkness descends. Years have passed, and under the vast sky, O'Grady's farmhouse stands silent, weathered by time and memory. A new chapter begins as Tori Redding, now a young woman, arrives with her mother and stepfather, ready to breathe life back into the old homestead. Hope flickers as they step onto the land, their vision set on transforming the forgotten farmhouse into a vibrant summer retreat. The farmhouse awaits, its silent stories ready to be awakened by the laughter and labor of a new generation. The renovation begins, a promise of renewal echoing through the fields as the family prepares to rebuild more than just a house. Tori wanders through the farmhouse, each step stirring up clouds of dust. In the dim light of the basement, Tori spots an old well. JD and Ozzy strain against the weight of a large wooden crate. Ozzy grunts with exertion, struggling alongside JD to maneuver the heavy crate. Together, they manage to lift the crate, the wood groaning under the strain. At the farmhouse, JD and Ozzy carelessly unload the truck. The crate tumbles off the truck, hitting the ground hard. A four-leaf clover falls out, and the leprechaun is freed. Unaware of the magic unleashed, JD and Ozzy continue their work. The leprechaun erupts from the wooden crate, his ancient eyes gleaming with menace. Panic floods the leprechaun as he scans the room, his treasure vanished. A blood-curdling scream tears through the farmhouse, the leprechaun's fury unleashed. "I will find it," the leprechaun vows, his voice echoing with dark intent. Under the sun, Nathan works on the old farmhouse, unaware of the magic about to unfold. A mischievous leprechaun appears, disrupting Nathan's work. The leprechaun demands, "Where is my gold hidden?" Nathan, bewildered and caught off guard, stammers, I don't know." With supernatural speed, the leprechaun snatches Nathan's shoe and begins polishing it. Tori, JD, and Ozzy burst into the farmhouse, their faces etched with concern. They find Nathan, injured and clearly shaken. Nathan struggles to explain, his words tumbling out in a frantic jumble about a leprechaun. Tori and JD exchange a knowing glance, while Ozzy rolls his eyes in disbelief. With a malevolent grin, the leprechaun descends from the porch, his eyes gleaming with avarice. His touch leaves chaos in its wake, flower pots toppled and tools strewn across the yard. With a dismissive wave, a wheelbarrow spills its contents. Gold is his only desire. The leprechaun cackles, the sound echoing, as his thirst for gold burns like an insatiable fire. He vanishes around the farmhouse corner, ready to spread further devastation. Inside the gloomy farmhouse, Tori finds herself trapped, bathed in a sliver of moonlight, the air thick with foreboding. The leprechaun's eyes glint with dark glee as he corners her. I'm after me gold, where is it now? Tell me true, or feel my wrath, I vow. Tori's voice trembles, pleading for reason. Look, I didn't know it was yours. I just found it. Can't we talk about this? The leprechaun dismisses her pleas with chilling finality. Talking's for fools and gold's for the taking. Return what's mine, or your life I'll be breaking. Under the cloak of night, J.D., Ozzy, and Nathan stand united in a desolate field, their figures stark against the ethereal moonlight. The air crackles with anticipation as they raise a shotgun, its barrel glinting menacingly as they aim at the leprechaun. In a breathtaking display of power, the leprechaun deflects the bullets with a casual flick of his wrist. The leprechaun speaks, his voice dripping with disdain. Did you really think your little toys could stop me? I know your deepest fears, your most pathetic insecurities. In the heart of the dilapidated shed, dust dances in the moonlight, casting an eerie glow upon the ancient texts. Illuminated by a faint lantern, they gather around the decaying pages, their faces etched with anticipation. Whispers fill the air as they decipher the secrets of the leprechaun's weaknesses, iron and four-leaf clovers. A collective spark ignites, their voices hushed with fear and hope as they formulate a daring plan. The air crackles with determination as they prepare to trap the creature, armed with cunning and courage. Under the cover of night, the group leads the leprechaun toward the ominous well. Iron bars shimmer faintly, hinting at the dark secret held within. A makeshift cage sits ominously near the well, a deceptive pot of gold inside. The fool's gold glimmers, a sinister lure in the limited light, promising riches but foreshadowing betrayal. In the dead of night, the leprechaun plummets into the well's abyss. He crashes violently into the cold, murky water below. Trapped in the well's depths, his eyes blaze with untamed fury. His echoing threat pierces the silence. I'll get you for this. You haven't seen the last of me. The well's darkness conceals his simmering rage, promising a vengeful return. J.D., haunted by the specter of Dan O'Grady's demise, faces the well with resolve etched on his face. With a decisive act, J.D. unleashes a torrent of gasoline into the well, setting the stage for a fiery confrontation. A single match ignites an inferno. The well erupts in flames, engulfing the night in blinding light and searing heat. As the conflagration begins to wane, long, eerie shadows dance across the landscape, hinting at the sinister forces at play. Amidst the charred remains, a single gold coin glints ominously in the firelight, a chilling memento of greed and destruction.